My name's Davey Cullen. I work in Woodbrook College in Bray. Over the last 2 or 3 years now, we've been introducing the junior cycle short course in PE as part of the school's wellbeing programme. The current third years will have their junior cycle short course in PE reported on in their junior cycle profile of achievement. I've gathered evidence in 2 games, gymnastics and the health-related fitness. The students would have completed an I Run for Fun exercise diary over the course of 6 weeks, and they would have also set SMART-related goals around their fitness that they would around different components of fitness they would like to improve following fitness testing that they've done. For our 2 games that we do and gather evidence around would be basketball and soccer. Practical evidence that we gather is around them performing in a modified game in each of those sports. That would be recorded using some of our digital devices that we have. We also get the students to reflect on their learning, what they've improved on they'd also be reflecting on what they need to do to further their performance in the sport. We would also gather evidence in gymnastics. Over the course of, again, 7 or 8 weeks, students would work in groups and put together a gymnastics sequence or routine that would be close to 2 minutes in length. And then they would also reflect on what they've learned over that 6 or 8 week period of work, and what some of their strengths and weaknesses of the gymnastics sequence or routine that they've put together. Over the last 2.5 years, we've used 2 different platforms to help for us to share work with the students and students to share work back with us, to return their work back to us. The 2 systems that we've used initially was Google Drive or Google Classroom. However, this year the school have diversified and have changed to Microsoft Teams. It gives more practical time for the students in class instead of going into a computer room. The one issue that has arisen, some of our students who may be disaffected or maybe from marginalised communities and families may not have access to, or would have limited access. At times, I feel it has kind of isolated those students, but you would, in which case, you try to adapt by actually just giving them handouts for them to actually write, as opposed to do it in a digital version of. The fact that the performances are recorded, it gives you the opportunity for me to sit down with my colleagues in the PE department to make a sound judgment on what would be in line with expectations, what would be above, and the odd case exceptional, and also some cases of where students are yet to meet expectations. This helps to back up our judgments of what we would actually see in the practical classes. When we've gathered evidence around reflection and performance, this has helped us to report on the students' progress in PE in first, second and third year, and eventually culminating in their junior cycle profile of achievement, because we've now been able to report for the different activities that they do. They would be reported both at our summer and Christmas reports and in our parent-teacher meetings that they'd have once a year. So you're going in with quantifiable data to show parents of the progress that their children are making in PE lessons. They can see that they're actually proud of it. It shows where their strengths and their weaknesses lie. I think the response from the students is generally positive, because participation rates across first, second and third year in PE are very strong. Potentially where we need to work on a piece will be getting them to reflect better on their experiences in those classes, so that to demonstrate that knowledge and understanding. Lastly, thanks for giving me the opportunity to talk about our experiences in Woodbrook around the junior cycle short course in PE.